But I have a question for you about that. Is this your moment in time? Think about that for a moment. I'm not going to stay too long on that because we're talking about the fire dance. You ready for a fire dance?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to put everything up here and have all the fire going and all that stuff? Just kidding. Has anybody ever been to a fire dance before? No. You know what? I haven't either. I've seen them on documentaries and those different things like that. But honestly, I'm not going to talk about a fire dance today. I'm going to talk about dancing with fire. The fire in you. Think about that for a moment. The fire that is in us. That fire. Where is it? Has anybody ever felt their fire before? Has anybody ever imagined that their fire was going out? Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah. But I got a truth for you. The fire never goes out. Never goes out. It may be a small flame, but it never goes out. Because what's the source of our fire? It's our source. And if we look at a word, I'm going to throw it out here for a moment. And it was said in some of the things that were mentioned earlier in the I believe area. Desire. Desire in its root word means what? It actually came from of the sire. Or it might be said as of the father. And I'm going to throw it out there even further. I'm going to say it's of the source. Whatever that is for you. What is your source of your fire? We all have it. We all know what it is. But many of us do what? Hide it in the closet? We hide it somewhere? Why do we do that? Because we don't trust it in two ways. We don't trust we deserve it. And sometimes we just don't trust it's really of the source. But it's real. And some of us who have studied the book Science of Mind, the author Ernest Holmes talks about in there, he calls it something different. He calls it the divine urge. So what is all this fire that we have? And sometimes we don't use. And sometimes we need people to fan the flame to get it burning brighter, don't we? Yeah. Let's see if we can do that for each other. But it starts with that fire. Can we dance with it? I think we can. But how are we dancing with it determines how beautiful the flame is. It's not in regards to what anybody else believes. It's what do you believe? What do I believe? What gives us that life? That fire that we have within us. The one that we think, well, I'm getting older now. I don't have the fire I used to. You know what? I don't agree with that. We have the fire. We have the fire. What do we want to do with it? But what if the neighbors don't like what I do? Does it really matter? They just might like what you do with it. But we haven't given it a chance. The fire, that desire. Do we have a desire to do wonderful, great things in our lives? Do we have a desire to be with whatever our source is more often? Do we have a desire to be fulfilled in our lives? Do we have the desire to fulfill somebody else in their life? See, we get to choose what we do with it. The fire is there. We get to dance with it every day. Sometimes it's a slow dance. Sometimes it's a fast dance. Sometimes you just get up here and says, what a feeling! You know, but it's there. And we get to choose what to do with it. But I'm here to tell you something else about the fire. What happens when you merge flames? And you merge this idea of the fire within ourselves with others that have a similar fire. Wow! What a magnificent light that we bring to the planet. And to our neighborhoods, our friends. That fire is not just something that's burning. It's a light. It's a light. Have you ever gotten up in the morning and walked over and it's still dark outside and you turn on the light switch? Our life is like that sometimes. When we wake up in the morning, we have the opportunity to make it all fresh. Because we've slept for the evening. We've let our out-of-the-body work through the night, in our dreams and all these other things going on. But now we're alert and aware for the day. When we turn on our light for the morning, where's our fire? Did we turn it on with it, or did we leave it in the bed? Something to think about. What are we doing? Where's our fire? Let's dance with it. But see, nobody can tell you how to dance with it. Ever been with somebody that's really excited about something and you just don't get it? What are they so excited about? We don't have to know. And they don't have to know what we're excited about. Because I'll tell you one thing I do know for sure. A fire within somebody burning doesn't have to be loud or boisterous. But you're going to find out if that fire is burning, it's real, and you're feeling fulfilled, and you're doing something that moves you. I like that word. It moves you. Anybody here like to feel moved inside? Am I the only one, or is anybody else out here? Anybody else? Yeah. To feel moved. Why would you want that? Interesting question, huh? Why would you want that? I'll tell you a simple approach to that. Because you have a desire. And the desire doesn't have to have a reason behind it. But we give reason to the desire that we move into our outer world. The desire is our spark, our flame, our spirit. Are we dancing with it more often? See, we're always dancing with it. Are we liking our dance? That's why there's variety in our world. Anybody here like variety? Yeah. Could you just imagine for a moment, just imagine, that in our lives, we do everything the same way, every day, every moment, every year, for the rest of our lives? Would that be exciting? It'd be kind of boring, wouldn't it? Now, is there any aliveness within that? Really? No. What if we were just to come alive a little bit? Take that flame that we have and start to raise it up a little more. To raise the passion we have within us. Not for somebody else, but for ourselves. Because the truth of it is, when we fill our lives with passion, we touch others. We move others. And we become closer because we can help them ignite their passions. See, you don't have to have an agenda. But what you have to have is you. Are we showing up? The dance with fire. I mean, that's kind of an interesting thing. All month we're talking about different things about dance. Which denotes what? Movement, right? Maybe a little bit of fun, a little bit of action, a little bit of something. But then how do we go through our day? We're going to work. I'm here. Yeah, and we do that, don't we? I'm not the only one, am I? No. But see, when we catch ourselves, that's when we pay attention. I've been doing an experiment in different places I go, at work and different things. I've been asking people and telling people, you know, the old thing some people used to do is say, have a great day. I always go out and say, enjoy your day, or enjoy the morning. Enjoy yourself. And I get these crazy looks. Like, what do you mean? I can't enjoy my day. I'm here. You know, where's their flame? Well, their flame is right where they want it to be. But are they excited about what they do? I don't expect all of us to be excited every moment. But can you imagine? Just imagine within your own mind and in your body. Feel it for a moment. What it would feel like to feel it more. A little more often throughout the day. Just imagine you get in with that little feeling, that divine urge that moves you, and you feel your spirit begin to rise. And you go, oh my gosh, you're actually having a great day. What a surprise, huh? We're having a great day. But you notice what many of us do? All of a sudden we get to a place where we're going, and somebody says, hey, how you doing today? And we go, fine. And you know why that is? We're so used to it's kind of a common thing. I don't think it's our nature, but it's a common thing we have in our society that shows us that, no, I can't let anybody know I'm having a great day, because if I do, they're going to think I'm crazy or something. So if I tell them every day, it's a terrible day today, it's not working well, it's doing all this stuff, Then all of a sudden people go, oh, okay, that's cool. But imagine for a moment, if we were bold enough to just be okay with saying, I'm having a good day, when somebody asks. And they go, why, what's going on? And just say, I'm having a good day. You don't have to explain anything. Just feel it. Feel the flame within you starting to burn. But here's another clue. It's an eternal flame. It never, ever, ever burns out. You can't burn out from it. You don't run out of energy. It's an infinite fuel source. The only thing that we feel from time to time is because of our choice, we choose to hide it. And so when we do that, we have the experience of being low on energy or not feeling good. But understand that's perfectly okay. That's our choice. But what I'm here to share with you today is this dance, this fire dance that we have, is to know that we have a choice. At any moment you recognize that you're not where you want to be, at that moment you can change your energy, your thoughts, your feelings, and allow that fire to come forth. At any moment. Does that mean the last moment was wrong because you were doing something that wasn't that? No. That was your doorway to find your fire again. Trust your divine nature. It's beautiful. You are so beautiful. If you would just know that for yourselves. You're so beautiful. Do you know that you are? Do you know that you're beautiful? I know that you are. So this fire that burns within us, what is this dance? I know when they do a fire dance, they have these things, these batons and stuff that are on fire, and they throw them up, and some of them eat the fire. All these fun things. You know? The closest thing I've really ever gotten to a fire dance was a fire walk, and that was a fun experience. But what that taught me was how we perceive our fire and what we do with it makes all the difference. We have free choice. We have free will. We have a divine nature within us. And our nature from our divine self is this eternal flame, this fire that burns. Are we paying attention? How do we nurture our flame? How do we fan our flames? One way to do that is by fanning the flame of another. Find out what they desire most. Find a way to lift them. To lift their wings, so to speak, so they can fly. Imagine for a moment now if we were all to start doing that with the people we know. Our friends, our neighbors. Imagine if we took it a step further and began to know and to do that with people that we meet along the way. And if only half of them really felt lifted, imagine where the world would start going. It's amazing what this fire can do when we start to lift and let it burn. Because it doesn't burn up. It opens us up. Who do we want to be now in our divine nature? There's a source for all. And we're all from that source. It doesn't matter if you're from a particular faith that says one thing or another about what you call this source. I'm just sharing it with you that it's there. And you're always, always, in all ways, connected. Always, always. Even when we think we've done something that wasn't appropriate. Oh my gosh, what is that? But who is it inappropriate for? If it's inappropriate for who we are as a being and what we want to live our life, beautiful. Align your integrity and become more empowered in yourself. But I'm one of the first ones to tell you, live for you first and your source. And then learn how to live with the others around you. Because if you do it for the others first, you're not going to be fulfilled. You're not going to have that fire burning. You're not going to be fully alive within your spirit. Could you imagine right now if everybody in here, everybody, was really just so fulfilled with their fire and their spirit, what would we be doing next? Think about it. Or when you leave here today, if you were so filled with that fire within you to do your life, or to change your life, or to grow your life, to nurture your life, whatever you choose it to be, would you walk out of here different? I think we would. I think we would, if we were really wanting to open us up. There's some great things going on in our world. We often hear in the news all these different things that, oh, it's so bad, woe is me. But then we forget our source, our power. Yes, there's things going on in our world, but how we participate in them makes all the difference of the journey and the destination. Because just because things may not look good doesn't mean it's not the greatest lesson we're ever going to learn to help us fulfill our dreams coming up. Because we so often go through life and we know, we've heard it, we've said it, that everything happens for a reason. Or there's a higher purpose for all this stuff. What about that do we not trust? I'll tell you what we don't trust so often. Ourselves. Ourselves. So as we get ready to move out to the day and to the rest of our life after we leave this building today, find that fire within you. Begin to fan the flames of what that is. Talk to your friends. See if you can help ignite each other's fire in such a way that lets us dance with life and gets us to move in a different way. Because if we move like yesterday, we're going to have more of yesterday today. And is that what we really want? In some cases, yes. But if not, kindle your fire. Come to life. Be who you truly are and begin to live with the exquisite energy of the divine source that you are. That divine urge within you that says yes to life, yes to dance, yes to that fire within you, and most of all, yes to ourselves and how we live. So remember that. Bring it with you. And I want to thank you for today. Thank you so much.